To me, the most exciting applications of computers are those that interact with the real world, and to do that requires perception, and in most applications requires visual perception. And we as humans appreciate this. We're largely visual creatures. To first approximation, we live in our visual cortex. We experience the things that we see, and we think about things visually. And we're now able to build computer systems that, in many visual tasks, do better than we do. Deep learning has enabled a real revolution in visual computing, with computers now able to beat humans at tasks from classification to detection and many other things that make computer visual systems useful. And this has then led to a whole host of applications that make our lives better. Autonomous vehicles, despite recent events, really hold the promise of drastically reducing deaths due to highway. 1.3 million people die a year due to automobile accidents, largely due to human errors. Computers can look in all directions at all times. They never get distracted. They don't text while they're driving. They don't drive impaired. They can really save a lot of lives. We can build robots that are far from the robots we have today that are largely just precision positioning machines, but rather those that adapt to their environment and work with humans. And we can take the vast trove of data that's collected as videos all the time and make sense of that. There's enormous amounts of data that's collected. You can acquire a video camera for a few dollars these days. Every cell phone has a camera. Most of this video never gets looked at, and this holds a lot of promise for making the world a safer place. Privacy issues aside, if you basically can see a bunch of things that are happening and you have algorithms that are running on it real time, you can stop an accident or a crime before it happens, rather than what people use video for today, which is to look for evidence after the fact. The talks we have today are just a really small slice of a lot of the very exciting research that's going on here at Stanford in visual computing, and it really spans an enormous realm from space to medicine to neuroscience. So to start this all off, let me introduce our first session chair. Dan Yeamans is a computational neuroscientist. He's assistant professor of psychology and of computer science. And you will hear his talk later this afternoon, but this morning he's going to introduce the other speakers.